Okay, so now we are talking with our good friend David Butts, who has been in this community for
42 years.
42 years and has been instrumental in a lot of successes and victories in issues that matter to many of us here. And one of the things we wanted to talk to David about was when you think about affordability, where does your mind go? How do you define that here in Austin?
Well, you know, obviously it's the basic things that people need to have a comfortable life. It may not be a luxurious life, but a comfortable life. And they have to have some form of housing. They have to be able to be warm. They have to have, be able to get enough to eat. They have to be able to go to their job, whatever form of transportation is available to them, whether it's their own or public transportation. They have to be able to have access to some health care. If they own property, taxes have to be reasonable and they have to be thought through about how we're going to tax people with property taxes. Personally, I think property tax is a bad idea, except for commercial properties and people who own multiple homes and things like that. But I think those kind of factors all into others. Factors are how safe are you in your home, in your neighborhood? What are your schools like? Are they good schools? Do you want to live in the neighborhood and send your kids to those schools? I mean, all those kinds of factors enter into it. And, it's not just, well, I don't make enough money and I don't have a good place to live. There's a whole lot of things that enter into it. And obviously, as people get accomplish certain standards of living, they want to enhance that. They want to move beyond that. And I think that's just human nature. And why wouldn't they? So, that's really what affordability strikes me as.
How is Austin doing in that arena?
Well, first of all, housing has been, the cost of housing has been bubbled up because of the demand. Austin's having over 20,000 people move into it every year, and that's just the city, not the county or the 5-county area. So obviously, if you're a low middle-income person, your ability to buy a house or even find an apartment to rent or whatever it is harder because there's more competition, and if people have more money, it's driving up the price of rent or of purchasing a home. So people who don't have, say, the top shelf jobs, the ones that pull down $100,000 a year or better, it's harder. It's just harder for them. And most families now are 2-income families, but it's still harder for them because they have to juggle kids if they're that age. They have to deal with, basically trying to pay insurance taxes and all the other things that go into it. The thing is, for most people, and it's very important to understand, for most people, if they own a home, it's probably the most valuable asset they own. And so government and its function needs to protect that asset, because by doing so, it basically helps to stabilize society and create an equity situation where normal people might actually feel that they own something and have something that's of value. I think it's very dangerous when any city society doesn't have a stable middle class that feels it has a place, it can find a place
Hello, everybody.
to exist in this city.
I'm actually...
Okay, thanks.